Schmerkio. I went 2.0. I can't stop.
What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Big Scar, man. I hit y'all yesterday with the little mini defensive ebook, so it's only right I hit y'all with a little mini offensive ebook. As y'all know, if you've definitely been a supporter and a follower, man, my #1 playbook used to be Oklahoma State. I literally copied damn near my whole scheme from Trey Thomas. Then I started experimenting with other playbooks, especially spread style playbooks. And then I found one. I found one in Akron. So we are going to be showing some different kind of concepts out of Akron playbook. It is very, very pass heavy offense. There is no I form. There's no single back formation. So this is if you like to put the ball in the air. If you're a runner, this ain't the playbook for you. What I like about it, it has trips just like Oklahoma State. Now I do think Oklahoma State has better trip stock plays in it, but at the end of the day, it has the #1 play. The #1 play in this game, in my opinion, is drive post. Alright, so we're gonna go over a few. It's gonna be quite a long video because there's a lot more different in the defensive video. Because there's a lot of different coverages and stuff that I have to walk you guys through. Now, what I will preface by saying is the #1 thing, the #1 reason why I never dropped the ebook and none of that shit is because you cannot integrate the #1 variable, and that's a switch stick. All right, all these plays I'm about to show you is in practice, and with a switch stick, especially against a good user, I mean, a guy is gonna have it, clamped up. So these are just the bases of the plays that I'm gonna be running, the good formations that you're gonna see. All right, and here's the squad we're gonna be going into battle with. We did just go 9-0 in Gauntlet. These are the abilities that I run. I like workhorse extender and pull down on Cam Ward. Take off short hands, and take off short hands on my 2 outside receivers and also Eric Ebron. And then I had 1 AP left, so I just threw it on Jamal Charles. But that's the AP setup that I like to go in with. Alright, so the #1 thing I like to do is favorite the best plays I feel like that are in the playbook. And so as you guys see here, a lot of passing plays. Alright, but you're gonna be working out of 4 main formations. Alright, you're gonna be working out of trips tight end, normal Y off close, tight Y off, and then also trips X nasty. Alright, so chose this playbook because Y cell is also in it along with trips tight end, so that's a huge plus. And then as I've been experimenting with it, tight Y off is a beautiful formation. So here we're gonna run Y cell against your typical cover 3. A lot of people just run like regular cover 3 sky. I don't know why, but alright, so cover 3 bomb. This is how I like to run it right here. Maybe block the running back for extra time. This is just gonna be regular cover 3, as you can see, wide open. Alright, YSL also bombs cover 4. Now with cover 4, you definitely need a little bit more time. So we're gonna go into a base cover 4. What I like to do here is always have a check down, always have a check down, which would be my drag right here. Motion out the running back, put him on like a 12 to 14 yard speed out, something like that, in order to pull down that safety, streak tight end, and leave that 1 o'clock streak alone. And as you see, it gets open very, very late. I also had X wide open. These guys are just shedding me like crazy though. So again, cover 4 bomb, always have a check down, and then X also gets open along with circle. So just keep that in mind. Alright, now YSL also is a good cover 2 man beater. what a lot of people like to do is just put a lot of man beating routes. Leave this tight end corner. You can stem it down, stem it up. I like to stem it down and then put my slot receiver on the left on a zig. That'll definitely cook man coverage. As you see, it burns. You know, you can get good yards from that. So here, I'll show you what it looks like putting the tight end on a corner. Boom, high ball. Should be a catch. All right, not everybody's gonna have Danny Stutzman out there. But cover 2 man, leave the tight end on a post, zig that receiver, and then also this inside dig should get open. So yeah, I mean, YSL is just great. A lot of people just sit in YSL. So yeah, I mean, that's the YSL concept. So now we're gonna do drive post. Same thing out of cover 3. This is my favorite cover 3 bomb right here. Motion out tight end, motion out running back, streak tight end, same side. Tight end should be wide open into that gap every time in a typical cover 3. Alright, so also again, if they guys start manning it up or whatever, the middle should also be open with that post. So as you see here, that post also gets open in cover 3, which is beautiful. Alright, now in drive post, I like to do a lot of different things, just depending on what the defense is throwing at me. In the cover 4, I like to try to get Ebron open, but if that guy stays in a curl flat or even a matching principal curl flat, Jamal Charles should be open. Boom, get a couple yards. Alright, and then also again over the middle, cover 4 is very susceptible to over the middle. And also all your underneath routes. Alright, all your underneath routes should get wide open. As you see, triangle and square are wide open coming over the middle. But like I said, just realize what they're in and adjust accordingly. So now this is why I like trips tight end. Alright, so if I know this is cover 4, I can audible into an RPO, which is nice. And then boom, as you see, great blocking, gets good yards there. Drive post kind of works in it if you streak out the tight end. That tight end will be open very quickly on the seam. He just dropped it, but yeah, he'll get open on the seam. So that's against cover 4. What's another one? 2 man. So in 2 man, I like to put a lot of man beating routes out there. So like a Texas, the drag, and the post is fine. So boom, this is what it looks like in man. Drags get open, take your yards. All right. If they're looping at a man, you gotta block that running back, that's cool. Stem down Ebron, he gets open, high ball, it's a catch. So just realize what you're working with, all right? But that is one of my favorite route combos. And man, it's just a lot of man beating routes. All right, what are man beating routes? Drags, zigs, posts, comebacks. All of those kind of things are man beating routes. A lot of man beating routes out there. Also, like if they got a lot of quick jumps going on, you know, put a play action play, block the running back, it cancels all of the quick jumps. Boom, Ebron fries, just stuff like that. Always put man beating routes out there. Now this one, tight end corner, I like a lot. So in cover 3, right, I always block the running back here. I don't know why, but I'm gonna see what he's playing first. All right, so I'll streak the tight end here. Leave that little speed out. Boom, he plays that speed out. Tight end gets wide open. All right, so it's just about having multiple reads on the play. All right, so we're gonna try it again in a different cover 3. Regular cover 3 sky. Boom, I'll streak him. That inside return zig is a stock route. You can't make that route, so that's a pretty nasty route as well. So I would do something like this. Inside zig, should get open. Take your yards. So that's against cover 3. Another play I like out of that tight wide off is also a mesh spot. So we'll try mesh spot here. This is against cover 4. All right, and then I'll block the running back here, and then put TY on like a stem down corner. As you see, TY gets open. All right, also like I said, cover 4, everything underneath is very, very, very susceptible to being open. So I'd put like a post here. Boom, my drag should be open. And boom. That's against cover 4. I also like this a lot against cover 2 man, or even like a heavy blitz man. So this is what it looks like against man. Again, man beating routes, corners, zigs, drags, streaks. So these guys are here. Boom, my drag gets open. Take your drag. All right, so that's just kind of what I like to do. Also, tight end corner out of the man is all right too, because it has that. If I know they're in cover 2 man, I'll just leave this. Another streak triangle. All right, I'm looking for R1. That inside zig burned on man. All right, that's why I kind of like to block the running back, because they'll run into each other. But boom, as you see, the return zig gets open. And just take your yards. All right, so that's tight Y off, kind of in a nutshell. Now in zone, this is one of my favorite concepts. It's what I like to do is I'll streak him, and as you see, he will get wide open. Boom, hit him down the seam. And then also this delayed slant route on square, aka Ayuk, is a super good route. So I'll show you what that looks like. Boom, it clears out the middle. And most users will take R1 first, unless you are calling it more than once, and they'll wait for the delayed. If they wait for the delayed, R1 will be open. And you know, I just really like this play a lot with that delayed slant. It's nasty, especially in the end zone. So that's what it looked like against cover 3. This is against cover 2. Again, I always block my running back, because not a lot of people gonna come out in stock coverages. They're gonna have some kind of fucking loop or something that's gonna come in. So boom, like here, I'll put him in a stem down corner. He gets open. Oh, here it is again with the delayed route. Boom, the delayed route gets wide open. So against zone coverages, I really like that look. Now the caveat to this play is in man. In man, that delayed route don't typically get open. See that? So boom, yeah. But the slant is killing the man coverage. All right. Also, if you know that he's in man, what I'll do is I'll streak the tight end, and I know that delayed route won't get a real route. Leave and then turn him into an actual slant. and then the wheel route will fry across the against the sideline, because that deep blue will be distracted by my tight end. So again, here's the setup. Boom, boom. Wheel fries. So it's just a lot of different route concepts you could do out of that. I really do like this formation a lot. Alright. And so yeah, so another thing I would like to do, we've coined this as the scar play. I just randomly did it while I was in Gauntlet one night. So the route combo is a comeback, a drag, a streak, and a post. So this, in my opinion, beats every coverage. So I'll show you here. This is cover 3. In cover 3, you're either gonna look for the streak quick, and if you're not gonna hit it quick, then you're gonna. So boom, as you see, the post gets wide open against cover 3. All right. Cover 4, same thing. It also beats cover 4. Same route setup here. Boom, you wait for that comeback to pull down that outside safety, and it's just so open. Let's see it again here in cover 4. Never mind, because this shit don't work. I also really do like this play against cover 2 man. Let me see if I can get on the press here. So in cover 2 man, I also like it that middle streak will get open typically. Boom, free form, right up the middle. I love that play against cover 2. He will get open a lot. Alright, so boom, here it is again. Cover 2 man, free form, high ball. Not high ball, free form, right down the middle, touchdown. So that's pretty much all of your route concepts you're gonna kind of be working with. Now, what I can't show you in practice, if you pull up to the Twitch every weekend for Champs and Gauntlet, this playbook is great for hurry up. For those who love to hurry up offense, because you can literally audible to every other formation in the playbook. So, boom, I'll show you here. I'm in Y off trips. Okay, so I'm in Y off trips. I can just audible to trips tight end, drive post. I can audible into GL fork zig. All of my money plays I could just audible right into. So that's also pretty great whenever you're just no huddling, getting down the field, tight Y off. I can audible to that and just quick hurry up offense. All right, so I can also go into my Y cell play, and so like I said, it's just great against to run hurry up and keep your opponent on their toes. Always change your plays. And so lastly, I'm gonna go into the red zone. And so this is why I say drive post is the #1 play in this game. It literally gets open on anything. So I'll show you cover 3 here. Let's get into the red zone. Also, I like to be on a hash. It don't matter, left hash, right hash. Me personally, what I like to do is I like to run the drive post corner always to the right, because I have a right-handed QB. So, right. stem down all the way, always, and it should get right in between. Boom. You see how Fuller kind of dumbs out and he starts looking the other way for no reason. So this is my money play in the end zone. I'll run this on 1st and goal at the 1. I'll run it 4 straight times. So boom, just be patient and it'll get open. All right, now if I'm on the other hash, or for whatever reason, you know, I'll come out flipped, all right? Especially in zone, I'll audible into the RPO, and the RPO is a great play in the red zone. So boom. Yeah, so it's just a great play in the red zone. I'll even run it to the short side. Just got to be careful not to lead your guy out of bounds. Boom, and we almost get in. So that's my red zone money play. If you know, you know. If you tap into the streams, you know. Try post him down corner. That's my money play forever. Boom, and it gets open. So we'll show it against Tampa 2 real quick. Man is even better, just because Ebron has takeoff. Why a tight end has takeoff, I don't know. But also a lot of people like to run Tampa 2 in the red zone. Same scenario. I mean, it don't matter. It don't matter what the coverage is. Be patient. And Ebron is open all the time. So if you run into me and I'm in the red zone, you know what's coming. All right, so that's just what I like to do. All right, so now this is against a man blitz. Like I said, it's even better against a man blitz because boom, Ebron just freaking fries. All right, also the man blitz, that post should get wide open as well. That's the middle. So boom, touchdown. All right, so that's my goal line plays. And then, like I said, right, say they are in this man blitz and you don't like the look for whatever reason, you just audible. You got audible right into RPO read wide flat against a man blitz. Boom, you got the read key and touchdown. So that's what I'm saying. You can do a lot of different things. I'll get into Trip X Nasty, Fork Zig. I like the solo side receiver to be on the far side. So boom. Now I know he's in a man blitz. I'll put him in a stem down. Put him in a stem down corner. I mean, boom. That delayed route gets open, and you know you get closer to the end zone. So this is just one of my favorite plays. If they're running zone in the end zone, this is just kind of how you dot them up, get them in, get them out. So that's just a little mini ebook, man. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I can't really show you because it's against the computer. So yeah, boys, that'll do it for the little mini offensive ebook. Again, I feel like it's a lot better if you watch it live in motion, man. And this is in no way to promote my Twitch, but y'all boys come check me out live. I'll be running this playbook, and you guys can see for yourselves like the situation that I'm in, and what I like to call in what situation. And yeah, I mean, that'll do it for the Akron playbook. If you learn something, if you fuck with it, make sure you drop a like, comment, and subscribe, man. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
Smirky, yo, I went 2.0, I can't stop.